Good evening, everybody, and welcome to episode 178. This is a special Tuesday edition here with KH and Barry here. I haven't brought you a video for a while, and just recapping the fire evacuation episode from episode 173, which we cut short. Now, going back over, getting ready for evacuation if there is a fire. We must always be ready. Joining me now in the studio. Good evening, Kip. Welcome to the Tuesday edition, the special Tuesday edition of episode 178.
Very few. Pleasure to be here on Tuesday afternoon.
Tuesday night.
Tuesday night to do a capture of the fire drill that we done a few weeks ago. But it's always good to be back to the studio. It has been a while that we didn't do any video because of changing the roster around and changing work. And now it's great to be back to do a video with Barry again.
Okay, just before we get on to our regular Tuesday wrap, just recapping the fire evacuation that we did here at the studio a couple of weeks ago. The important rule, guys, don't be a fool and go back into a burning building at any account. Here's my outsider for his opening sequence from where we left off.
Yeah, probably you guys hear what Barry just mentioned to you guys about the building with on fire. Like you say, when you out the building, you're not allowed to go back in to the building.
Because you could end up very burnt. Here's, here's my outsider.
That is the rule of the fire drill that we've done. It's about safety, about everybody. Make sure they all go out the door, not anyone to go back in.
You must never, we repeat, you must never go back into a burning building at any time. Okay, because like my outsider and I said, it is very dangerous. Here he is to tell you about it.
Yeah, because it's when the building is everyone's out because where the fire exit outside and all the fire doors and all the doors are shut, windows shut, and if you wanna try to get in and all the door closed on you inside and you can't really get out, you get burned.
Okay, so do not yell fire. Rescue any person from danger. Here's my outsider.
Yeah, you do your rescue at the first place. Just make sure you get every single person out the door, do the head count, take the book with you, count to make sure it's everyone outside the door.
And make sure everyone is accounted for. Here's my outsider.
Yeah, because we need to be responsible for every single life in the house. This is your duty of care to care for one another.
And make sure somebody has called 000 for the fire brigade. Here's my offside.
Yep. That's the first thing you done. Call the fire as soon as you see the fire. Call it straight away. 000. Make sure you tell the right information, the right street, right number for them to get into you.
And tell them where the fire is. Here's my offside.
It's very important. You make sure that all the information you keep, it's all true.
Because it could be a shopping centre, a house, or a school. Here's my offside.
Yep. Whatever way you tell. The information is very important to that person on the other side of the line.
And make sure that you send somebody to meet the fire brigade, because they sometimes can't find the building that may be on fire. Here's my offside.
Yeah. It's all that information you keep. Make sure you meet them, bring in, so they can do their work, try to kill the fire or what they want to do.
Put the fire out.
Yeah.
And before we close the subject on fire, make sure you've got good working smoke alarms, guys. Okay, here's my offside.
Yeah, that's right. Make sure every fire alarm in your place it's working. Make sure it change the battery. Make sure it's all working in your house.
And another thing, the fire blanket. I have one in here. Here's my offside.
Yeah, everybody probably Barry have one of the electric blanket.
Or fire blanket.
Fire blanket to keep him not get burned.
And also have a good fire extinguisher, guys. Here's my offside.
Yep, make sure you have that and the right extinguisher into your room. So when the fire starts, you just try to put the fire off with the extinguisher, and then you see what happens.
Well, that's the recap of the fire evacuation. Now on to tonight's show. This is episode 178. Now that we've talked about the fire evacuation recap from episode 173, okay, let's talk about apples. Now, who loves apples here? Let us know down below. Joining me once again in the studio. Good evening, Kip.
Good evening, Barry Fee. Good to be back to you, and we do some good video.
Okay, well, apples. We all know the saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, don't we? Here's my offside.
Yeah. But first, Barry will tell his experience about to go to a place. You said this week or
next week?
Or next week, and then he will do a little recap on that, and then we'll continue.
Okay, well, Brisbane is a lovely place set in the Blue Mountains on the Bellarina Road. Okay, now, they've got a beautiful cafe there on the Bellarina Road and a farm on the weekends, which you can go and explore. Here's my outsider.
Yeah, especially you go out to Blue Mountains. It's one of the beautiful places you can be. You know, Blue Mountains. Especially the cafes up there and the farms. Or how can you can go wrong with going to have some coffee and some breakfast or lunch or dinner and then go to a farm and explore what's in the farm, or apple tree or grapes or age or whatever you explore in the farm. It'll be a great experience.
So if you're driving around in the Bellarmine Road area, please drop in to the Bilton Fruit Bowl, guys. Grab some apples, okay, and bring a couple of bags with you and some extra money to try some apple crumble or some apple pie.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my outside.
Yeah, and make it special because it's comes straight from the farm. Um, it's still fresh. It's still uh, lovely to eat. Crunch, and like Barry say, you can make an apple pie, or you can give it to some of your family this so they can enjoy the same apple that you have.
So apples, they are so versatile. You can stew them for breakfast, have them as a snack. Okay, they're a lovely alternative to potato chips, guys. And you can also make a fresh apple juice with them. Here's my outsider.
Apple juice, nice, fresh. Um, but it's always great to have an apple and with some yogurt in for breakfast, or you can have apple puree or whatever you like to have with that apple.
Okay, so don't waste apples, guys. Okay, dice them up, stew them for breakfast, make an apple tart, okay, apple cake, slice, anything. Here's my outside.
Yeah. Um, Barry used to make an apple pie and apple slice. What, a few months last year? Last year.
Last year I
Last
did,
year.
yes.
I'm telling you, that's so beautiful, so amazing.
So, why waste apples, guys? Come on, here's my outsider.
Yeah, especially Australian products. You know, it's one of the best in the world.
So, there are Granny Smith apples, guys, Pink Lady apples, Winfield, you name it. So, if you're out shopping, guys, grab a bag of apples before the season ends for apples. Here's my outsider.
Yeah. You know, we're so grateful we live in Australia. You know, some part of the world they don't grow apple or they don't have apple there. You know what I mean? But we're lucky here. We have all these different type of apple. My favorite is pink lady. That's my favorite apple to eat and to make apple pie. Yeah.
So, if you pass the greengrocer, guys, grab a kilo of apples, take them home, turn the apples into something delicious, guys. Maybe fruit kebabs. Here's my outside.
Yeah. Look at that. Fruit kebab. Nothing wrong with that.
So go on, grab a kilo of apples, guys. Make a purely delicious apple pie. You will love it. So, serve it with custard or cream or ice cream. Here's my off-cider.
Yep. Hey guys, stop, keep going. You know, go and grab some apple. Make some apple drink, apple juice. Anything you think of making apple, make it.
Or even an apple strudel. Okay, so use up some apples and put some sultanas in there. Guys, come on. Don't give us excuses now. Get in your car, go up to Bilpin, visit the fruit bowl. Okay, say good day to the staff there. I rang them up today to make some inquiries. Okay, so if you've got a disabled son or daughter in a wheelchair, ring up the Bilpin Fruit Bowl, guys. Okay, say good day. They're on the Belsliner Road, guys. Look up the address, get the kids in the car, guys. Okay, teach your kids about apple growing before the season ends and before it gets too yucky and cold. Okay, we urge you to get up there now. Here's my off-cider.
Yep. Thank you guys. But that's why it's worth it. You go up to the mountains, grab some apple, especially now. You know, the weather is not that perfect, but the weather is nice and cool.
Okay, and remember, bring your own bags, guys, if you were planning to buy some apples from there. Okay, look up the address from the Bilpin for the Bilpin Fruit Bowl. You will love it. It's a great day out. Have some morning tea with the staff there, and if you feel like picking apples over the weekend, guys, we encourage you to go picking. Okay, look up the opening times and 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 really do get out there. Have a fun day out there. I'm going next Tuesday. It should be a fun day, so I will tell you about it on the next episode. And I can't wait to bring you the Apple Bilpin Fruit Bowl story. You will absolutely look forward to that. And Kit, I hope your mouth is watering, because so is mine. Here he is.
It is watering right now. Whatever berries make me so hungry right now. I can't wait to go and find McDonald's. They have like apple pies in there and eat.
But don't go to McDonald's, guys, and buy that cheap, nasty apple pies, guys. Get in the car and go to Bilpin. Go on, grab some apples. Drop in at the cafe there. We urge you, because that's where I'm going next Tuesday. And now here's the closing segment. Our closing segment tonight, okay, it's nearing the end of daylight saving. It's the 16th of March today, so the days are getting shorter, so on April 3rd it will be the last day of Eastern Daylight Saving Time, and soon it will be back to Eastern Standard Time in the fall of the winter. Here's my outsider.
Thank you guys for listening to us tonight. Hopefully, we'll bring some more good video to you guys. And then Barry and I were looking forward to see any comment or any question. Drop some comment on the bottom, and Barry will answer all your questions to you.
And don't forget to tell the viewers about daylight saving.
Yeah. Oh,
Drawing to a close.
yeah. And daylight saving is about to finish. Just enjoy it while you can.
Okay, so the days are getting shorter. It is nearly 7:30 here. Okay, so in a couple of weeks' time it will be 6:30. And the message that we always close the show with, guys, 000, please do not ring that number for stupid, trivial issues, please. We know it's a pretty boring subject and you guys are getting probably sick of it. Well, it is an important message. Here's my outsider to take us out.
Yep. Thank you guys. And you guys all know about 000 that we talk to you guys at the end of our show about 000. It's very important that we understand why we call 000 and why we don't used to call 000 like we call them to get picked up, pizza delivery or something. Please call 000 only if you have an emergency.
And with the warmer, with the cooler months about to descend on us, I only call 000 in an emergency, guys. And on the next show, we'll be talking about Easter, because Easter is not too far away either. And the Easter show is back this year due to the cancellation last year of the show. So we will be talking about the Easter show and Easter on the next video kitten I bring to you, and that will be on the next episode. Okay, so it is time to draw this episode to a close now. Coming up at 7:30 Tuesday night, 16th of March, and thank you so much for your company this evening on the show. Here's my outsider to take us out, and it's farewell now.
Thank you all. Thank you for watching us tonight. And hopefully we'll catch up to you guys soon so we can bring some good video to you guys. And we're looking forward to it. And thank you for watching us tonight and appreciate it. Have a great night.
And we almost forgot one thing. Sanitize, guys. Very important. Okay. So from Kid and I now, have a great night. We'll see you on the next episode. Here he is to say good night. Thanks so much for your company this Tuesday night, and I will be back with you from 9:30 tomorrow morning for episode 179. But until then, Barry Fear wishing you a very good night, and now here's my outsider. say good night to you now.
Thank you all. Hopefully, we'll see you soon, shortly in the future.
Or tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow night. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right.
So tomorrow being episode 179, I will be here.
Mm-hmm.
I came in the studio with Rosa from 9:30 in the morning. Okay, so that's all coming up. So from us now, a very good night. You take care. This has been a Barry Fair production in association with Unify. You've been watching episode 178 and the recap from episode 173. Barry Fair speaking. Good night all. Good night Oceana. Good night Kip.
All right.
And good night everybody. Good night.